Today I'll show you 3 ways to light yourself using just one light. Whether you're shooting a talking head like I'm doing right now or an interview, proper understanding of lighting is always necessary. For this tutorial, I'll be using the FL225D Studio light that Feelworld was kind enough to send me, alongside a light dome for these setups. I'll talk more about this light later on in details. It's important to note that there's no right or wrong in doing these lighting setups. It all depends on the story you're trying to tell and the mood you're trying to portray. So, let's dive in. Number 1 is flat lighting. Probably the most straightforward lighting setup that anyone would come up with. The light is placed right behind and slightly on top of the camera right now, creating this even lighting on my face with no shadow. It's not my favorite setup as it doesn't emphasize any face feature on my face and is pretty boring. And if you wear glasses like I do, you get major reflection problems. However, this high-key flash setup portrays a welcoming atmosphere and is often used in like a bank commercial or real estate interview. Number 2, Rambrandt lighting. Rambrandt lighting is a popular choice for many, including myself, as it provides a perfect balance between contrast and details on the face. It's named after the Dutch painter Rambrandt, whose work is characterized by having a light triangle on the far side of the face. And to set up for Rambrandt lighting, simply slide your light from directly in front of you to one side around 45 degrees until you see this triangle on your face. This setup creates more depth on the two sides of your face without losing any face features, resulting in the perfect balance between high and low key lighting. And I use this in pretty much all my videos that you've seen. And number 3 is split lighting, also called side lighting sometimes. To create this look, simply move your light from the 45 degrees position to all the way 90 degrees. Now my setup isn't perfect as there's a little bit of spill from the window and also the reflection of the wall, but ideally you shouldn't get any of this rim light on the other side of the face, creating this completely split look. Hence the name is split lighting. This setup works best when you're trying to convey a sense of mystery, the unknown, or even evil. By obscuring part of your face, you leave the audience guessing what's not shown on the dark side of your face. While this setup is not ideal for my YouTube video, it works very well with some music videos or documentary work where a more low-key look is desired. Now to talk a little bit more about the powerful LED that I'm using, this is the Feelworld FL225D, a 225 watt daylight white balance continuous LED light with a CRI of 96 and TLCI of 97, which looks great on paper if you know what those numbers mean, but how does it perform in the real world? Right from the start, this light comes with a high quality carrying case and a reflector, which is not common for a light in this price range. The build quality is solid, with the body made up of a mix of metal and plastic. The 2 dial buttons are also very tactile, and the standard bow and mount locking mechanism also feels very secure. Did I mention this light is super bright? It's so bright that it can even combat the sun, which my 60 watt class LED definitely can't do. One common issue with LED lights in this price range is that there's often a fan noise that is pretty audible, with budget lights like the Godox SL60W or even more higher end lights like the Aperture Lightstorm series. However, this FL225D is surprisingly quiet, and I don't hear anything even when the light is placed closer to where I need it to be. This light uses a 2-piece power brick with no C-stand mounting option. This means the power brick will either always be on the floor or dangling under the light if it's really high up, which is not ideal as it can damage the port or the cable over time. Nowadays, having an app to remotely control the light is pretty common. This Feelworld light also has a Bluetooth app, but my experience with it has not been the smoothest. When you first open the app, it prompts you to create an account with email verification, which I find completely unnecessary. Why do I need an account to control a light? Once you log in, you can adjust the brightness or use one of the 10 effects included, including firework and paparazzi, which to be honest, I don't really use that much at all in normal settings. Sometimes the light disconnects when I exit the app and I'll have to reconnect, which is pretty annoying. Overall, the app works, but it's not reliable enough for me to trust it as the only way to communicate with the light. Hopefully this will be resolved in a software update. Finally, let's talk about the price. The Feelworld FL225 is currently going for $309 US. For comparison, the Rambrandt 200D is around $300 as well, with a similar brightness output. With the FL225D, you get a nice carrying case and quieter fan noise, but the app is more unreliable and finicky. Overall, I think the Feelworld 225D is a great addition to my studio, with the app being the major downside right now. If the price drops below $250 and the app improves over a software update, I think this light would be a no-brainer for anyone looking for a powerful LED to add to their arsenal. So that was my review for the FL225D and 3 ways to light yourself with just one light in studio. The beauty of lighting is that it's an artistic choice and there are endless ways to set it up. I only covered the very basics and there's so much more to be covered. But for now, go get creative and try it out for yourself. And if you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Peace!